Good day, collective. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me, as always. Looks like some of you are going to have a lot of responsibility this week coming up. Taking responsibility, maybe taking accountability is what I heard. Being responsible for something. Maybe something happens and you have to have a conversation about something. I feel like these people are having a conversation. A deep conversation. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of couple energy in here. We have longing, healer. You might be meeting up with others. Maybe you have a date this week. Maybe you are... I feel like this longing card is one of like almost a star energy. Longing, you're manifesting. So I do feel like there is that kind of energy of wishing, putting your intentions out there, making yourself known. And I do feel like there are some people who might be coming to you this week asking you to help. They might see you as a safe place, and they see you as somebody who's going to give good advice or able to help them in a way. It might be something as easy as them saying, you know, hi, Mr. Jackson. I hope you're good. Like taking the time to be with somebody and hello, how are you? And immerse yourself in each other's energy. And they see yourself as a healer and being in that healing energy, and they might need the guidance that you provide. You know, or they might see you as somebody who is a bright light and just want to be with you. And for some of you, it's going to be maybe you have to help somebody. Maybe it's loaning your couch out to somebody and being like, you know what, you can stay here tonight, or something along those lines. Hi, Witchy, how are you? I hope everybody is well. All right, let's see what else Spirit has to say for the overall energy for the week. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Happiness. So ultimately, this time spending with people and manifesting and taking responsibility for your actions is going to lead to happiness this week. I'm hearing just keep it honest. You know, have conversations. This might be hard conversations this week, but I feel like it's going to ultimately lead to happiness for leading into the weekend. Turn those, you know, extra thoughts, that overthinking, into truth. You know, reach out to people instead of assuming. Ask questions. Stay present. All right, so now moving on to the second oracle deck. Let's see what other energies Spirit has before we move into the questions. Bravery. This has been coming up a lot in other readings. Having the courage to be different, to step out of your comfort zone, to take that initial first step into something that is important. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you feeling better, Witchy? Also, look at, we're being called to pray. Whatever that looks like for you, we're being called as a collective to pray. That could be for the world right now, and or that could be for something that your wants and needs. Maybe you have you want to, this could be having to do with your longings. Maybe you're praying for something big, manifesting. But I do believe that we are being called as a collective to be in touch with our higher powers and to pray for the world and the state of the world right now. But we're also need to keep ourselves healed and nourished. So it's also a time of self-care and self-love. So don't be afraid to pray for yourself and the things that you want. Creativity, getting out of your head and putting it into something else will stop anxiety and depression and help you even grow as a person. It will, even if you don't know how to do something, just taking a chance on learning something new or getting your hands dirty. I just saw somebody on a pottery wheel. Maybe you're taking a chance at learning pottery or something along those lines. Maybe hands dirty, I keep seeing like gardening or something like that. It doesn't have to be anything that you are especially proficient at. It's just getting out and doing something for yourself, getting out of your head and keeping yourself busy, and seeing what else life has to offer, exposing yourself to new things, and seeing what other people are doing. Maybe you'll meet your soulmate at one of these events or classes. And, you never know. Be creative. Maybe you see in your head a design of something. Okay, so I feel like there might be somebody, a friend coming to you who really is looking for some compassion this week. Like I said, there's some kind of healing that's going on. We got this card as well. I do feel like there's some kind of something happening this week with somebody. You're offering somebody a hand in something, helping out. You're being called to help somebody. So if you are feeling in that energy, yeah, this is definitely, I'm feeling that somebody is asking you for help. Somebody is trusting you. They see you as a safe place. They want to confide in you. They feel a warmth. They see the warmth you give others and the help that you give others. And this might be the first time they're confiding in you. So it might throw you off for a second. Maybe you look at them as like a really, really strong person, and they are finding a warmth in you. All right, so let's move on to tarot. Hi, S12, how are you? All right, I am shuffling. Okay. I'm not going to answer questions about myself. What do I love about myself the most? Probably my ability to connect with people of all ages and lifestyles. Hi, Melissa. How are you? All right, so let's get shuffling for the collective. Okay, so here we are starting off this reading with waiting. Something is you've been waiting for. You're planting seeds for something. Let's see what else, Spirit. I'm shuffling for the collective for this live reading for Monday. What does the collective need? Thank you. I feel like you've been waiting, but it's like you're holding back on something. I feel like you are... Things are getting a little monotonous. And you're lacking spontaneity and excitement. I think you're being called to... Let's not forget where we came from. Why do we have to give up? The excitement of the Page of Wands. Yeah, we grow into, our kings and queens, and we become adults. But why do we give up the spontaneity and the excitement and the doing things on a whim? It's part of our foundation. It's how we got to be who we are. Enjoying life, celebrating things, little things. Oh, I just knocked over a card. Hold on a second. I feel like some of us forget that we have this energy with us. Yeah, you can ask a question at any time. I just kind of pull cards for the collective until you guys are ready. So yeah, we're being called this week to be a little bit more spontaneous, less thinking and planning, and more fun and celebration. And even the little things in life need celebrating. All right, let's see. Witchy World Travelers asked, my two questions are, is the inheritance coming in? And will I be debt-free by next year? Holy Moses. Let's see. Hi, Chico. Okay, so Witchy wants to know if her inheritance is coming in. Is the inheritance coming in for Witchy? I don't feel like it's coming in anytime soon. I feel like whoever is organizing it is finally getting their stuff together. But I don't feel like it's coming in this week. But I do feel like they're finally getting their stuff together. They've been wasting time, but now they finally are getting their act together and starting to get things out. But like I said, I don't feel like it's going to happen this week. And your next question was, will I be debt-free by next year? Okay. Is Witchy going to be debt-free by next year? Is Witchy too many? Is Witchy going to be debt-free by next year? Debt-free by next year. Witchy going to be, thank you. I do feel like you are trying very hard to meet that goal. You know, because the sun is always shining. But I do feel like you might have some slip-ups along the way and become unfocused on, you know, your goal of being debt-free. But that's human nature. I mean, sometimes we have to, yeah, I do feel like ultimately you're going to come close, if not get that energy of being debt-free or close to it. But I do feel like there's definitely lessons that you need to learn. Maybe you need to go to like a financial advisor or something along those ways. But I do feel like that would help if maybe you got help organizing your finances to become debt-free. But I do feel like you do set intentions, but sometimes you get sidelined by other things that spring up in life, as they do. Okay, Chico wants to know if there's any messages from their guides. Chico wants to know if there's any messages, guides. Oh, Chico, I feel like you are at a crossroads. There's decisions that you have to make, but you really need, before you make them, you have to find out more. There's something that you don't know, something that you need to figure out. You have to make a decision, but you're not getting the full story with the blindfold on. I feel like this you're coming in on a rough time. Changes are about to happen for you, Chico. Big changes are coming your way. But somebody's hiding something from you. I'm getting this feeling of somebody's hiding something. You don't know the full story is what I keep getting. You're not getting the full story from whatever situation that this is. There's two choices for something. You need to find out the full story before you go making any decisions. And it's going to get hard for you. Okay, I'm shuffling for S12. What are C's feeling towards me? I'm quite confused right now. Shuffling for S12. What are C's feelings for S12? Thank you. Can I get another card? For S12, what's C's feeling? Thank you. Ooh, I didn't realize there was two already. I feel like things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. Unfortunately, who likes hearing that? Um, but I do feel like there's something new coming in for you. This could be C revealing their feelings for you. This could, the Justice cards is really something working out in our favor. Um, so I do feel like somebody's going to approach somebody. Either you're going to approach C or C's going to approach you, and it's going to surprise the heck out of you because you're not going to see it coming. Um, but they might say something that strikes your emotions, like not just like, "Hey, how's it going?" But it's going to be something that they share an emotional connection with you, and it's going to grow from there. And you're going to be like revisit the conversation, and it's going to expand from there. But I do feel like somebody needs to open or take down. I feel like there's a wall up, an emotional wall up, and you're not able to share your emotions. That has to come down, because I do feel like this relationship is going to be about an emotional connection. And if you can't share your emotions or you have no emotions to give, then it's going to be a really rough relationship and it's not going to go anywhere. So whether this be you or them, you need to open up a little bit more. Okay, YM. I want to know, what are my manager Ibram's current feeling towards me? Okay. I'm shuffling for YM. Thank you. Excuse me for a second. I just dropped that card. I feel like you remind Ibram of somebody from the past. What is Ibram's current feelings for YM? Thank you. I feel like he's pretty blunt and you already know how they feel about you. This person might be wounded. Oh, there's two here. This person is wounded and he's not very emotional at work. He just wants to get the job done. I feel like he doesn't have any feelings one way or the other for you. He just wants to do the job and go home. Like he's very work oriented, is not about sharing their emotions, or they just want to do the job and want to go home. They're not there to make friends, honestly, is what I'm feeling. Sure, Melissa. Melissa's asking for just a general message, overall energy from Spirit for Melissa. Shuffling for Melissa. Okay, so I feel like Melissa, I feel like you're emotionally exhausted. You're a bit spent. It's time to start caring for yourself a little bit more. And once you start doing that, then that wheel is going to start to get greased, that wheel of fortune, and your energy is going to turn around. But you have to start taking better care of yourself. It's a necessity at this point. Um, you're emotionally drained, and you're not going to be able to give anybody else the nourishment that you provide for people. Then But once you start treating yourself better, and this, I just heard negative self-talk. You might be in your head a lot, and you might be actually calling yourself names or belittling yourself with your inner voice. And that's something that needs to stop, because that's the only voice we have with us. And if you're doing that to yourself, you can't escape that. And you're more than that. So I just feel like you need to treat yourself better and be more actively aware of the words you're using towards yourself and how you're treating yourself. Um, and then that energy is going to bring in, and it's going to, like I said, it's going to grease the wheel of this wheel of fortune, and good luck and positive energy is going to start coming towards you. I hope that helped. Okay, S12 is asking if C has romantic feelings for them. Okay. Spirit, does C have romantic feelings for S12? Does C have romantic feelings for S12? Does C have romantic feelings for S12? What do we have here? I feel like they're not in a good place. I feel like their structure is a little bit weakened. Something might be going on at home, or something that you are, an energy that you're not privy to, because I feel like their foundation is weakened. I feel like they're going through something with their family. I'm going to clarify. We have the Judgment card as well, so I want to clarify this combination. See if we can get a better read on this. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, they're giving a lot to somebody. I feel like I'm feeling like it's family. Yeah, it feels like somebody is putting a lot, like, I feel like there's a family member who's seeing them as like the bright light and a healer and putting a lot of responsibility on them right now. And they're not able to focus on anything other than that. So to answer your questions, I'm not getting a clear answer on whether they have romantic feelings from you, because I feel like they're really in the middle of something else. And I don't want to lie to you, but I feel like their plate is full right now. I feel like they're having to be something like a lot, for people are relying on them a lot with this Sun card and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like they're, like I said, their stability is rocked. They might even be having trouble at home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't have a better answer for you, S12. But I do feel like there is something going on behind the scenes that we're not sure about. The Blessed One, how are you? Hey, can I ask, what are people trying to tell me to do and trying to tell me while I'm going through a certain situation? Wait. Can I ask, what are people trying to tell me to do and trying to tell me while I'm going through a certain situation? Okay, what are people trying to tell the Blessed One while she's going through a certain situation? What are people trying to tell the Blessed One while she's going through a certain situation? I feel like they're trying to tell you you have your blinders on, that you're not focused on what you're meant to be focused on, that whatever you are paying attention to wasn't fulfilling you. Was he playing with my feelings? I feel like you might have become obsessed. I'm hearing the word obsession. Was he playing with my feelings? I sure think so. If this person makes you weak, you're weakened when this person's around. Does this have anything to do with the blessed one? Was it her fault? No. It's like you were holding on to each other, thinking something was going to work out. But sometimes holding on to something can hurt more than letting go. Okay, YM. I'm asking if he will let me move from his department to another one. I feel like he ignores me. Yeah, he is being very cold with you. Ibrahim is being very cold with you, YM. Very cold. But like I said, I feel like this has more to do with he wants just to get his job done at work and go home. He doesn't put a lot of personality into work. He's just there to do the job and then go home. I do feel like there is something that you're not clear on. I feel like you're not getting a clear picture. I feel like somebody is putting... I feel like there's a clear picture that you're not grasping. Like they're being obvious, but you're not understanding. So there might be something that you need to revisit because I'm hearing that the message is pretty obvious. Now, what message is that? I don't know, but it's very clear. The blessed one's asking, is it A? I mean, I can't really ask yes or no questions. Let's bring out the pendulum. Is it A? I have to need more of a question than that. Should I give it another go? Does he really like me? Or if I let go and trust the universe, will things get better with us? Let me pull for that question. Yeah, I'm seeing you have to let go with both the Hermit in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. You have to let go. Because in reverse, those pentacles are dropping. So that's a sign of letting go. So it's time to trust your higher power that things are going to get better. So is YM's manager going to give her approval to move to a different department? Will there be permission to move to a different apartment? Oof, that's a lot of cards that just... And again, the Queen of Swords came out. The more you ask, the more he's going to remain cold. So he heard you, he heard your call. Maybe they have to hire somebody before they can let you go. I feel like you don't know the whole thing, the whole background as far as management and setting up whatever. But I do feel like he is going to remain cold because that's the persona he uses at work. I don't think it has anything to do with you. Can I get another card? That's what you're supposed to be doing, blessed one. That's what trusting in the universe is. Keeping a distance while doing your own thing and let the universe take over. I do see why there's going to be plan changes, so that may be you changing departments. But I'm not sure when that's going to happen for you. But I do see that there is a change coming for you. Hi, Noah. How are you? Welcome to the channel. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for joining me, whoever has just chimed in. Welcome to this channel. It's a safe place. You can ask anything you'd like. No judgment here. Judgment-free zone. Now, I just pulled this for the collective. Somebody is holding on to something. But I also got somebody needs to start saving. Woo, because there's going to be some big changes happening. And you're going to be required to have a lot of courage. All right? So that's a collective reading, not for anybody specific, but whoever is tuning in to watch this. This might require you letting go of something to change this tower energy. But if you keep holding on to something, I do feel like something's going to pop off, and it's going to require you to have a lot of courage and strength to move forward with the situation. Hi, Mickle. How are you? So just be advised. Like I said, the energy can change. Okay, energy is fluid, and these outcomes from the cards can change at any time. You just have to understand that you're in control. If you don't like an energy, then you can be the one to change it. Okay, so if this, you holding on to something is causing this energy to come on through, you have the courage. You have to have the courage to change it. Make the changes you need to do in your life. Or shit's going to blow up, essentially. So this is an energy of letting go and trusting and having the courage to do it. Or this tower moment's going to come on in and rock your world. So I feel like this letting go is a big message for whoever needs to hear it. Whoever in the collective this is about. All right, so letting go. I feel like that's a big message in this reading for the week. letting go, taking responsibility. If you saw the overall energy, I would watch the beginning part of this where I pull the overall energy cards. If you didn't catch that, um, please take time to go back and watch that because it does give a lot of insight to what I'm talking about right now. Taking responsibility, um, being creative. The world's asking us to pray, making changes so that you can be happy. So yeah, that's a big energy for this week. All right, you know what? I actually think I'm going to end this reading. Um, I'm just being called to do that. I don't know why, but I feel like Spirit wants me to end it here. So I'm going to try to come on tomorrow or Wednesday, but definitely Thursday. So hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel because I will be back. And I don't know why Spirit's saying to end it there, but of course I'm going to listen to my higher power. Um, so please know that I will be hopefully going live tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday, and of course on Thursday when I normally have my scheduled time to go live. All right, so like I said, click on subscribe and hit that like button and that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live. Thank you for all your energy. I am really excited that you join me each and every time. It makes me feel really good about myself and you guys, and I love you guys, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.